More than 17,000 troops from 7 countries. This year's Balikatan military exercise, led by the US and the Philippines, is underway. In a historic first, Japan is joining as a full participant with combat troops. That could signal a broader shift, as Japan moves away from post-war pacifism that defined much of its foreign policy for decades.
Let's say in the last 5 or 6 years, Japan has become sort of like a new mini hub and spoke country for the Indo-Pacific region, where it set up reciprocal access agreements and acquisition and cross service agreements with many, many countries. What we see here is now a sort of like another big step for Japan.
And while Japan has moved to bolster its own defensive capabilities, it's also looking to share its advances with like-minded countries. On Tuesday, it loosened its self-imposed restrictions on arms exports. That follows a $7 billion deal to supply Australia with cutting-edge warships signed last week. This comes as Tokyo's relations with Beijing are at a low point, after Prime Minister Takaichi Sanai said last November that Japan could potentially intervene in a Taiwan Strait conflict. Since then, Japan has deployed missile systems to islands near Taiwan and China, and last Friday, a Japanese destroyer transited the strait for the first time in Takaichi's term. Japan's recent moves and its participation in Balikatan are not going over well in Beijing.
日本应该认真反省侵略历史，在军事安全领域谨言慎行，而不是到处炫耀武力，破坏地区稳定。
China says the Balikatan exercise will result in, quote, division and confrontation. It sent warships to the Western Pacific to do their own training during the drills. With this flurry of military activity, eyes across the Indo-Pacific will be watching just how regional tensions continue to develop. Joseph Wu and Lery Hiciano for TaiwanPlus.